Dear student, today we are discussing about the chapter of unitary method. This is important for the board exam as well as the any competitive exam. Today we are discussing what is the unitary method and how can use the unitary method. Unitary method we are discussing what is the unitary method. In order to understand the unitary method, at first we are discussing one problems. So using this problem we can understand what is the unitary method and their application also. Suppose the cost of 10 pen is 100 rupee, then find the cost of 20 pen. We are discussing this problem initially to understand what is the unitary method. Now here the number of pen is 10 pen and the cost is Rs 100 rupee. Now one pen cost will be 100 divided by 10. So this is the 10 rupee. That is the cost of one item. The cost of one article is equal to total cost of number of article divided by number of article. This is the formula. Now here we are discussing about the cost of 20 pens. So 20 pen cost will be Rs 10 multiplied with 20, that is Rs 200. That is, we can say the cost of targeted article is equal to the cost of one article multiplied with number of article. So this is the formula or rule to use the unitary method. At first we want to find the cost of one article, this one, then multiply with the number, that is here is a 20. So 10 multiplied with 20 is equal to 200. 10 multiplied with 20 is equal to 200. This is the idea how can we use the unitary method. Now using this formula or rules, we are discussing some example of unitary method. So let's to the example section. Now we are discussing the first example of the day. The example is a car travels 165 km in 3 hours. How long will it take to travel 440 km? This is the question. Now in the solution section, at first the kilometer 165 kilometer travel in 3 hours. So 1 kilometer travels in 3 by 165 hours. Now 440 kilometer travels in 3 into 440 divided with 165 hours. Now simplifying this, we get this one and this one. This is the 8 hours. That is, to travel 440 kilometer, the car needs 8 hours. From these equations, this is a 1 unit, and now this is a multiple with 1 unit. This one here, coming from here, and multiple with 440. This is the unit and multiple with 440. So 1 kilometer take the time of 3 by 165. This is the 1 unit according our formula. Now multiple with 440, we get our desired result. So this is the complete of first example. Now we move to the second example of the day. Now we are discussing the second example of the day. The second example is 2 dozens of orange cost Rs 240. Find the cost of 10 dozen of orange. So according our unitary method, 2 dozen orange cost Rs 240. 1 dozen orange cost will be this, and the 10 dozen orange cost will be Rs 240 divided by 2 multiple with 10. After simplifying, we get this is the cost for 10 dozen orange according our given informations. Now here also this is the unit, that is 1 dozen. The cost of 1 dozen orange is 240 divided by 2, and now multiple with the desired or required or targeted number, we get the result of our required, that is the cost of 10 dozen of orange. So cost of 10 dozen of orange is 1200 rupee. So this is the complete of second example. Now we move to the third example of the day. Now we are discussing the third example of the day. The example is Tia can work 8 hours daily and finishes a work in 12 days. If she work 6 hours daily, in how many days will the same work be finished? This is the third example. Now according our unitary method, eight-hour daily take days, 1 hour daily take here multiplication is there, not division, because of if she, that is dear, want to finish her work in 1 hour, then she have to increase the working day. Because of 8 hours daily take 12 days, 1 hour daily take 12 into 8 days. Okay, now we move to next part, that is if she work 6 hour daily, then take this day to finishes the same work. After calculating we get 16 days. So the same work can be finished when she work 6 hour daily in 16 days. So 16 days will be required for her to finishes the same work according to given information. Okay, this is a complete of the third example. Now we move to the fourth and the final example of the day. Now we are discussing the fourth and final example of the day. The example is if 10 kg of rice cost 700, then what will be the 50 kg of such quality of rice cost? So according our unitary method, solution is 10 kg of rice cost Rs 700, 1 kg of rice cost Rs 700 divided by 10, and now 50 kg of such rice cost will be this. So after calculating we get, this is the 3500. Here this is a unit for 1 kg of rice cost. Now multiply with the desired or targeted number. This is a 50 with the unit. We get the result. This is the 3500, where the 50 kg of such quality of rice cost is 3500. Hope this discussion will help you to understand this chapter, that is unitary method chapter, and this video enrich your knowledge about this chapter.